It's time for the Dinner with Schmucks podcast.
So, do you guys like any podcasts?
A podcast about nothing and everything in between.
Now say sh and muck together real fast. Smuck closer.
With your hosts, Chris.
Like throwing a softball down a well.
Yeah. Yajaira.
Yajaira ugly and she can lick my ass.
And Pieter.
I just kind of want to get laid and have a good time.
This is the Dinner with Schmucks podcast.
It's a bit naughty.
Part of the Moon Pigeon Podcast Network.
Well, hello. Welcome to Dinner with Schmucks Facebook Live.
That was such an unfuckable face.
I know. I'm so glad the camera wasn't on. At least I hope it wasn't. Although he does have the camera footage.
I do have the camera footage.
Yeah. He'll just crop that down real tight on my face.
Nice.
That's what she said. Boom.
All right.
Roasted.
All right. Trying not to...
we don't have to keep it clean, do we?
No, not at all.
All right.
Not at all.
So are we on?
Good, because I'm filthy.
We,
Yeah.
No, I mean, I didn't bathe today. I'm so busy, I forgot to shower. I hate that.
It happens.
It does.
I mean,
but
not to me, but...
I used to,
I don't forget. I just don't do it on the weekend sometimes.
I used to be really bad about it.
Today's Wednesday.
I'm surprised I didn't have, skin
I know. I
problems.
showered today.
But
okay.
when I used to do boot camp when we were in Florida, and so you'd bust your ass for an hour at 9 o'clock in the morning, and my first window to take a shower would be when we would lay Raymond down for his nap. So it's okay, I'm gonna wake up, give him breakfast, pack his snacks, go to the workout, bust my ass, and then go to the grocery store, get home, get him lunch, laying down for his nap, and then I'm so exhausted, I fall asleep, wake up when he wakes up, start over, dinner, bedtime,
Yeah.
then it's 9 o'clock, and I'm I'm just going to bed. All crazy.
Yikes. Wow.
Those
Boom,
days were
roasted.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I didn't break a sweat
sure.
today, so I don't feel super bad, but I will
good
need
movie,
to.
by the way.
Was it Pits and Pussy?
Super bad, yeah. Pits and pussies.
Pits and pussies.
Gotta
right,
get it
guys.
clean, gotta get it right.
Yep.
Welcome to Dinner with Schmucks. This is our
Do I
first
have bat wings?
attempt.
I can't tell.
This is our first attempt at
Bat
Facebook
wings?
Live from.
When you have the flabby arms?
Oh, teacher arm.
Is that what you call it? Or lunch lady arm?
Yeah. No, when the teacher writes on the chalkboard or erases the chalkboard.
I remember those
it
days.
flops. I have that. You can't see it. I cover it
Is that
up.
why you
you
wear
wear a
sweatshirts all the
shirt.
time?
Yeah.
can't
But
tell.
episode number 108, and we're coming to you live from the
Whoop, whoop.
Dinner with Schmucks podcast studio here in Clark Summit.
Yep.
Part of the.
Moon Pigeon Podcast Network.
See, we got it down. So
Finally.
again, we're
How many months did that take?
we're doing we're doing a little
2.
Facebook Live tonight here. We do need to be able to see. Somebody's going to have to follow along to find comments because that's the fun in this. People get to interact with us here.
Where do we... Oh.
Just if you bring your phone out, you can follow
So you
along
have your
on
phone
the
on?
stream.
'Cause I turned my phone off.
Yeah, just into
Yeah, we're
airplane
gonna get
mode
some-
would be fantastic.
It is airplane
right.
mode.
Okay, then you're all good.
All right.
So we're gonna give this a shot on this Xfinity internet we have here in this house. I don't trust to live stream an entire episode.
No, I'm sure everyone is seeing a frozen image and choppy audio that's unintelligible.
Yeah,
So where do I... So I go here.
yeah. Just make sure you have your phone muted.
Right? Oops.
First mistake.
Oh, rookie mistake.
Yeah, it is. Dieter, this is Dieter's first lot. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Now I'm far less, nervous.
So one other thing that is different from what we normally do when we have video, the software, which is great open source software that we use to do our live streams with, and we actually use to record the multi-camera setup in the studio when we do that. It's called OBS, and it does have the ability to do a chroma key. And every time I go to try to enter into the setting to do that, OBS will
She's
crash.
already falling asleep, dude.
Sorry.
You're losing her.
Did it 7 times in a row. So
Stifling a yawn.
we had to close the curtain. We have no chroma key tonight. No chances of seeing naked dongs behind Dieter's head or something.
Poke.
Oh, shucks.
Shucks.
You sound totally disappointed.
Oh, shucks. That was more
Foiled
of a
again.
fisting move.
Oh, that's,
no, it's like
that's
an
violent.
Oh, I left my tea at the end of the table.
I'll
Fuck,
pass
I'm
it
all
to
over
you.
the place tonight.
Although, we're not less than 6 feet apart. I am going to place my I just did wash my hands, by
All
the
right,
way.
that's cool.
And I will pass you your beverage.
All right, just don't stick your finger in the hole.
That's what she said. Did you say oops?
Yeah.
Is that how it normally works in your
Yeah.
world? Whoops.
It just slipped in. Sorry, that is in no way a representation of
And
reality.
it's gone.
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
boner leaving.
All right, so Facebook Live.
Come at us, yo.
So yeah, no, seriously, if you guys are watching this live, you want to call in,
Feel free to roast us.
863-576-4902.
Yeah, it could be a boom roasted kind of night.
863-576-4902. That's our Schmuck line. It's right there up on the screen. If you guys are listening to this
I'd even say,
post Facebook Live,
Yeah, I'd
you
even
can call and
say-
leave us a message.
yeah, call or comment in about, any of your your frustrations of any kind, and we'll either agree with you or we'll tell you you're an idiot and list all the reasons why we think that until you hang up on us.
Yeah, we do have a
Either way.
doctor.
Yeah. No,
Dr. Dieter Pieter in his house.
unlicensed, inexperienced.
So
Unprofessional.
unlicensed lawyers
Illegal.
Yeah.
like to meet their clients at a Wendy's. Where do you like to meet your clients?
Not at your mom's
Are you
house.
more at like a
I actually prefer the Wawa. That way we can't sit down and take much time. It's real quick. In and out.
That's what she said.
gotta have
Yeah.
a Wawa, but there's no Wawas around here. So
I order a sandwich. I see a patient. A quote unquote, an air quotes patient. I go and pay. I pick up my sandwich. I'm out of there.
Oh, man. I miss that.
I do miss Wawa.
I miss Wawa. Wawa,
Although I
miss
think
you.
it made me sick the last time I got it there.
Let's make it work.
No, it was Sheets.
Sheets, see?
Yeah.
That stuff will make you sick.
Sheets made me sick.
I ate there once. Never again.
Why'd you do the sheets, man?
It was more convenient. It was more on the way.
You know what's not on the way?
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
You're right. Oh,
That ain't the way.
But sometimes it's on its way. Doesn't matter where you are.
Diarrhea.
Cha-cha-cha.
When you're sliding into first, and
And
your
you feel
pants are
this-
gonna burst.
all that
Diarrhea.
Yeah, we're good. I thought it was like you feel a sudden burst. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's different versions. I don't know the right
That was the
one.
West Coast version.
West Coast.
Okay.
That's lame.
It was.
Anyway, there's no comments
You're
Well,
probably
that's
like,
good.
shut
as
up.
of yet.
All right. Well, good. Somebody will comment, maybe.
And I'm sure the one viewer is me watching for the comments.
And you don't have any comments for us?
It's all good. It's all good. People will always be able to watch
Oh,
this
my
later.
goodness.
All right. Well, let's get let's just get this show on the road, as we like to say here, with a
Are you
kite.
flying with a kite?
We're flying with a kite on a
So-
Wednesday night. Again, we thought we'd do this here in this social distancing where,
We're not
Bust a move.
socially distant.
but we're only in a group of 3, which is well
Yeah.
under the approved 10.
Yes.
So
Correct.
we're good there, and we're coming. We want to do it live. Try to give people something to watch. That's not the news.
The news.
Although, not that we won't be covering news like stories.
Well, is this the hashtag CoronaCast?
One of many, probably.
Yeah, possibly.
And so we'll start it with that.
I'll throw my conspiracy theory out for the night that I've seen a lot of cops the past 2 days, and I think they're just kind of making themselves known so that at some point they can just like shut down the interstates and roads,
You really think that?
Yeah. Yeah.
But what would be wrong if people wanted to get the fuck out?
If you don't want the virus to spread.
But you're in your car.
But where are you going?
Yeah.
None of your business. I'm an American.
Yeah, but that's the problem. You're just going to bust out of here. You might have it and have no symptoms and go to another city and spread it worse. So they
Fucking white people.
They just
Yeah.
They close off a city.
I did see a headline about a guy in Kentucky I'm assuming it's a guy.
That's essentially what San Francisco
It's
did.
in it's
Oh,
it's
is
a
it?
Schmuck File.
Did I share that one? Did I put that in the
Yes.
list? Okay.
Yeah.
Yay me. Okay.
So
A lot of times I don't read the things I send. I just like see the headline. I'm
I
like,
know.
that sounds
I
good.
think we're all guilty of that.
So we're all surprised.
And then I have to read them and sift through them to find out what's legit and what's
Hey.
Hey,
not.
what's
Hey.
up, Will Claus? By the way, thanks for watching, man.
Who's Will Claus? Hey.
He's not going to agree
That's
with
why
a
you
lot
get-
of stuff in this podcast.
That's why you get paid the big bucks. That's why
Sorry,
you're
buddy.
the executive producer.
Love you, pal.
Yeah, I'm waiting for those big bucks to come in.
I'm just saying. They coming.
From where?
Anywhere, I don't know. Buy our t-shirts, buy our swag.
Oh yeah. Aren't we having like some like way cool?
Well, just Threadless is doing something cool for people with their artist shops. Is for,
Threadless.com.
Yeah.
For like the next month, they're actually taking, or more than a month, like,
And I'd say
May
that-
31st, like they're taking like less of a cut on their end and giving more to the artists.
That's
So
cool.
more on our end.
And it's a good time to do all your shopping online right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hashtag coronavirus.
Yeah.
And we
So
can-
check out our swag, dinnerwithschmucks.threadless.com.
and we
Help
got-
make us rich.
I know April's a busy birthday month. I feel like not just in my family, but in a lot of families.
Yeah, I was going to get you one of those headbands, but you already have one.
Yeah, I've had it since you got them, dude.
There goes my birthday present for him.
That's what
Yeah.
you're going to give his birthday?
Yeah, get shopping.
That and a couple stickers
That you already have.
and a
Yeah.
badge. Actually, he
Son
doesn't
of a
have the stickers, so maybe I'll save those for your birthday.
Oh, gee whiz. Thanks, pal.
Anyway,
I was just going to get you a lap dance or something, but with this whole like...
Sweet.
from you or
No,
from
I thought I was going to give him a lap dance. I was going to get you a lap dance.
get
It could be misconstrued.
Exactly.
Well, I
It's all
just
good.
I just clarified. Plus, I'm like lousy at it. If I was good at it,
You're pretty good.
See, you come highly recommended. That's what she said.
lies. They're all lies.
Oh, don't nobody want them saggy ass balls!
Yup.
Aw.
I hit the wrong one. I just had to let it play.
Oh,
out.
you didn't intentionally say that I have saggy ass balls?
No, I don't think so.
I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
I have no
Do
comment.
you? I mean,
Don't pretend you didn't see them,
we'll
Chris.
blur them out if you want to do them.
But if you see the
Never in a
pixelation go down like
million
6
years.
inches and it's not his wang, then you know it's his balls.
Well, if he didn't automatically make that happen anyway, I'd be upset.
Well, we got some interaction.
Yeah, Will says there's a lot going on that desk.
Yeah, man, there is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
And
like a
with
assault
a,
to your eyes.
With a sponsorship from you, we could have more going on.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't think he wants us associated with anything that
That's
he does.
probably true.
He's probably upset we said his name a couple times already. Like, oh,
It's
no.
on public Facebook record.
No.
Yeah, you didn't have to say his last name.
Well, it's on there. Anybody watching can see the comment anyway.
Talking about
Oh,
the
boy.
audio version comes out on Monday.
So you can edit that out. Peter it.
Nah.
Hashtag edit.
Nah. You
That
hear that,
never
Will?
happens.
He's not going to edit it.
Nah.
He's leaving you. He's hanging you out there to dry.
So Chef Babs
Under
made
the
dinner
bus.
tonight,
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
and I forgot to take a picture.
Your job tonight is to keep up with the comments.
Well, I don't really know Andrew.
It doesn't
but,
matter.
Is that
You
my
can
brother?
Still read
Oh.
this comments.
Andrew threw up in his mouth. Mission accomplished.
Sounds like my brother. What's up? What's up, baby bro?
It's not a real day until I make someone throw up a little in their mouth.
Well, there you
Or
go.
a lot.
What made him throw up? Your
Probably.
saggy ass balls?
Probably.
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Or the thought of his sister giving somebody a lap dance.
Yeah, could
Little
be.
column A,
With
little
saggy
column
ass
B.
balls.
or the 9-inch pixelation. You know, that's a good episode title: 9-inch pixelation
That might be.
or 9-inch pixel.
That
That might be the winner. So dinner
Dude,
tonight.
Speaking of which, there has to be a compilation of every time I say, "Oh, this would be a great episode
Yeah,
title."
I know. This might be the time to work on it.
Yeah, true.
Aqua fix your life.
All right. One more comment, then we get to dinner. So Will says, "I'm pretty sure you all can ruin my future political career with stories from about 20 years ago."
Oh no, dude, we wouldn't do that.
But we could. We have those stories.
So wait,
They're
you're not
just-
running for president
They're just
now?
stories. It's
Allegedly.
There used to be
Yeah.
video, but that's gone.
Yeah.
From what we understand.
The alleged evidence has already been disposed of. Andrew Soto
Like
said
the
he's
body?
watching Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, that's such a good movie. I watched that
I love
like
it.
a week ago.
I thought you were watching the podcast. Okay.
Yeah. Just goes to show. All right, dinner.
Yeah, so dinner.
So for dinner, we had the porchetta roast with some green beans.
Yeah.
and it was
yeah.
delicious.
That's
and
a
I forgot to take a picture.
third or fourth time we bought that porchetta roast from. It
was really good.
From the Wegmans. I did join like a fan of Wegmans group on Facebook today.
Oh my God, there's such a thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
There's something for
Everyone.
Well,
like
that's what
Facebook has
Facebook
those
groups are
commercials
for.
about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and there is one for the Dinner with Schmucks podcast and its fans.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you can find it and
Hit it up.
join.
Yeah,
I
we
feel
let
like all we've
anybody
been doing
in.
is promoting since we've gotten on the air. We're live.
Did we mention High Stick Creative yet?
No, that's at the end, man. It's all good.
It could be any time.
Well,
you
there's
want.
cards on the table somewhere too. That's
And I'm sure they
Will
can read
sees.
that. Yeah.
That's true.
That's very effective. It's just wonderful use of marketing finances. I think we need to have a talk.
I think I need to adjust my lights some more. So, but no, that's like I
that's the
said, like the
problem.
third or fourth time we've gotten that from Wegmans. It's quite tasty. So
It is delicious.
digging on that, highly recommend it. And what do you got going on?
I'm just, aw,
And dead air.
that's it. No, I'm just checking on our son.
Oh, okay. Sleeping.
How dare you?
Well, we just started the whole big boy bed thing.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm joking.
And well, so this is what, the third night, the fourth night, third night. We've tried a couple of times.
Started Sunday. So
Yeah.
whatever day we are. This is fourth.
It's Wednesday, fourth night. So what used to be, he's so like, we've got this kid on a routine, so he's so used to just getting him in the crib and good night. But he's 3.5, and I've been thinking this for like 6 or 8 months. It is time to get this kid out of the crib, and the only reason we kept him in a crib as long as we have is because it contains him.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
So finally, I just like bite the bullet. I'm like, we got to get this kid in a bed. Like, this is ridiculous. And the first night we tried it, was unsuccessful. And so because we left the crib in the room. And so
First
he
couple
didn't like
times,
that.
Yeah.
Too much temptation.
It was too much. It was too much. He wanted his crib. So we went back and forth. And then we told him that the bed was, quote, broken and Daddy had to fix it. So we took the big boy bed out, put him back in the crib. And I'm like, we got to try again. So we tried again. And then the bedtime routine that normally lasts like 15, 20 minutes lasted 2 hours. And then the second time it lasted like an hour and 45. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do the math at this rate. If we cut it 15 minutes each night,
Yeah.
like in 2 weeks, we'll be, where we need to
Yeah.
be. So thank goodness. We've had to bribe him by like keeping the dog in the room. So now the dog sleeps in his room with him.
Yeah, that's cute though.
It is cute. But it's funny when the dog gets in the bed, he essentially gets shoved out. And they weigh about the same.
Yeah.
So he can't push her. I see him on the camera and I'll see him like do this, and that's about as far as he gets.
Yeah.
Like,
he pushes himself away from her.
Yeah,
pretty much,
basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
so anyway, I was just checking on him, and it was a success tonight. Like, she ran, and that's the other thing is she's like scared. So usually she runs downstairs, and I have to pick her heavy ass up,
Yeah.
like a sack of potatoes, and take her upstairs and like plop her in the room. But today she ran right in the room, and he was already in bed under the covers, and bada bing, bada boom.
Nice.
Yeah.
So far so good.
So here we are,
Beautiful.
still starting late, but that's because I got dinner going late,
Yeah.
and I had
Yeah.
a couple,
We
again,
had a
our
busy
first
day.
Facebook Live broadcast from this studio. There was a couple of things that I completely forgot about from when we used to do this weekly. And if this goes well, maybe we'll do a couple more like this over this social distancing time, so
Oh,
you can
yes.
see us.
You
Like
could
you
see
want
us
to
be
touch
socially
us.
distant. Like, what?
Yes, but without
The actual
any
touching.
possibility of actually touching.
You can virtually touch
Thank
us.
the Lord.
Thank you, Jeebus.
Yep.
Dieter accepts dick pics.
No,
as
I
his-
do not. I do not.
As his thanks for touching.
In no way,
No
shape, or
touching.
form.
Hashtag no touch.
What he enjoys is if you're touching yourself when you send them.
No, oh
that
my
way it
God.
feels-
Shut the
Jesus.
fuck up.
Sometimes I wonder how your mind works the way it works.
We're worried about ruining Will's future. Jesus Christ, man.
I have no future.
And his stories are
It's
true.
not worried about you.
I'm talking about me, asshole.
I'm the one saying it.
About him.
Yeah.
What? That's nothing wrong with that.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus
All right.
Christ.
If there's nothing wrong with it, please send all dick pics
Yeah.
To the schmuck line.
to
Yeah.
the Schmuck line.
To Topher B over here. Pedophile at large.
Oh my
No, I never
God.
said anything about pedophile.
Oh, so
That's
that
where he
see?
draws a line.
Yeah.
See?
That does draw a line because that makes it illegal.
I don't care.
You looking at dick pics isn't illegal.
It's just
It is if I don't want them
Not
sent to me.
It's not preferred, maybe.
Well,
What do you want?
I still
Let's
proved
ask
my
for
point.
what you want.
I don't want anything sent to me.
Pits and pussy?
No, I don't because trust me.
It ain't worth it.
No.
Bert Kreischer. Go watch
No.
Bert Kreischer's new special. Highly recommend it.
I don't think it was as
Do
funny as
that
the other
instead
two.
of sending anything to me in any way, shape, or form. Do anything else. Go to a huge, crowded place right now instead of sending me anything.
Don't do that.
Don't
no,
do that.
that's a joke, obviously.
Yeah, he's joking about that. He's not joking about the dick pics. He wants
Oh my
those.
God.
Oh my God! All right.
He's like, I'm out of here. So now that everybody's like social distancing,
We'll see if anybody listens.
we started out our so I think for you this is going to be a lot easier than it is for me to be like, oh, just stay home and don't do anything.
Because you're a loser.
That's not no. That's not what I'm getting at, because I think because you're like an introvert
That too.
and I'm an extrovert.
Well, I'm an introvert too. Like I love just going home and being home.
Yeah. Not that I don't enjoy being home, but I enjoy being out.
I mean, when I lived in the city,
You were itching to go to the grocery store today.
And I went, and I'm
Yeah.
glad I did.
Like yesterday, it was like, no, I'm not going to go. And then
Well, it's not that I didn't want to go. It's just I just don't want to go and see like everyone posting these pictures, these obscene lines of people acting like it's like
dude, the store up
Armageddon.
here was totally chill, man.
Yeah, that's where I went.
Totally chill.
8:00 in the morning, and plus, like we already kind of shop in bulk, so we weren't running out in the streets like idiots trying to buy toilet paper and whatnot.
no, I bought 3
But-
months worth of toilet paper last month.
But
4 months.
I like fresh produce, so that I do go to the store for like every couple of days for like
Well, you have to.
yeah, so it's fresh.
Unless you grow it yourself.
Well,
Yeah, well,
I'm not old McDonald, so I had to go to the store. Now, so I was nervous. I was like, oh my God, if I have to go to the store and try to find like bananas or grapes and there's a line out the building. I don't know
Oh,
what
we
to
got a
do.
good video about a banana.
Oh boy.
is it as good as the grapefruit video?
Is it a home video
I mean, it is home videos, yeah.
from your personal collection?
No, not my home video.
Oh.
Thailand.
Some that people send to you on a regular basis.
Thailand.
They send them from Thailand to you?
Oh boy. Anyway, I did go to the store. I was
You
in and
better
out in like 15
encrypt
minutes.
that shit.
And I did say thank you to the checkout girl because I was like, I know this is like rough and stressful, and I appreciate you.
Yeah. I said, I picked up lunch from the deli down the street from us. I should give them a shout out, right?
Sure.
Because they're awesome. Deli Central on Route 6, just outside of Hawley, Pennsylvania, right next to Lake Wallenpaupack. Awesome people, amazing sandwiches and food.
I've never been there before.
And they don't know if they're going to stay open, but they were open so far all this week. But they're going to play it day by day. But they're still making great food and helping us out.
I thought like they have to be closed unless they do like takeout or delivery.
Yeah, it's only like takeout.
Yeah, so I think they could still be open.
I know, but
But
it's
No.
but their
want
business
it,
is
yeah.
way diminished, so
Gotcha.
it might not be worth it for them to be open at all.
Oh, if they're good food and people need options, I would say suck it up. Like
Yeah.
you will get good business.
Yeah.
Because we've been eating out a lot ever since this started.
Yeah. That's kind of like that before, too.
Yeah, yeah, we can't blame
Yeah.
coronavirus.
Unfortunately,
We're just
No.
lazy people.
I mean, I'm
who like
lucky.
to eat out.
I kind of have that provided for me.
So,
Yes, you are.
but anyway,
Peter's mom.
Thanks.
so we were going to do this on Sunday, and then you were actually sick,
I was, dude.
like badly sick.
nauseated.
And then we were going to have a
Are you
couple of
trying to
guests
spell your
on,
tape
and
for him?
they had to cancel.
I would have liked to, but
Mm-hmm.
it didn't happen.
And so that was going to be our parade day recap, and then there was no parade day, but we were still going to do our no parade day recap,
Yes.
and now we're doing it now.
Yeah. So I will say this was my first experience with quote parade day, and it was already a squash at.
It doesn't
at-
count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to next year's because I was really looking forward to this year's because I wanted to compare it to Gasparilla, which I've done a bajillion times. So y'all better bring your A game next year. Though we did start out there around like 1 in the afternoon and did find a guy on the floor, watch him fall out on the sidewalk.
Yeah, walking from where we got dropped off, walking back up to Lackawanna. Is that the road the mall's on there?
Yeah.
wherever the art house. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those old movie theaters across from the mall.
Yeah. What movie
Yeah.
theater are you talking about?
I didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh.
So yeah, we were walking over there.
I played along to be polite.
Oh, okay.
But I was lost.
Anyway. So,
Yeah,
on our way over,
I'm
there
like
was a
that a
guy.
lot.
We actually saw him bounce off of a car.
Yeah.
Like stumbling and then like fall on the ground, and his
Like
girlfriend
he might
or
have face planted.
woman or whatever
Nice.
was with him was, you gotta get up. And he's like,
And he's like rolling on the ground,
yeah.
not letting her help
And he's
him
a
get
big
it.
dude,
And that's
like,
that was my first thought. Was like he's a big dude,
solid
and,
Scranton guy.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I've partied with big dudes, and I never see them drunk because they can hold it.
I've
he
seen
might
big
have been
dudes
drinking
wasted.
since 7 a.m.
Yeah. No, I mean
You've seen big dudes wasted. You know who
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never seen. Well, maybe
You know
once.
a couple of people I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Maybe once.
Grow up
I have.
around here, you know a lot of big dudes.
Yeah, and they get
Oh my
get
god! I just had
blasted.
a memory of a guy. Now I can't remember who it was. I was at a pool party in Florida years ago. Andrew, if you're still watching, it was one of your friends.
A naked pool party?
No,
No,
nobody
he's-
was naked.
He's watching Shawshank.
Shawshank. Well, whatever.
And
because
good on ya.
he's gonna be the one to be able to clarify the story. So we're at this pool party, and it
You
was
took your top off.
no.
That's why I
Good
asked if it was a naked
gracious.
pool party.
At some point,
Christ's sake!
story of my life. At one point, I was like, all right, this is boo. And so I don't remember whose house it was, but I ended up like on the couch, like taking a nap. Like I don't know what time. I know it was late.
Okay, terrific.
And
at
somebody, you woke up with a penis in your mouth.
No, it was in my ear.
Sunrise surprise.
Isn't this great?
So at one point, someone does wake me up,
Surprise.
and they asked me if I knew CPR, and it
Yeah.
like jolted me awake.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Now we're getting somewhere. Stop interrupting.
Get a
And
cock out of somebody else's mouth.
yeah, I had to get a cock out of somebody else's mouth because it was stuck and they couldn't breathe. So
Naturally.
There was a big dude in the pool that had been drinking and like passed out, like facing this. His face was in the pool and they couldn't tell if he was breathing or not. Well, obviously, he
Jesus.
probably wasn't breathing. And I don't know how
Breathing
we
water.
got. Yeah, I don't know how we got this big dude out of the pool, but we did. And I don't think I actually had to do like mouth to mouth. I think all the rigmarole, he finally like turned over to his side and like threw up. And then I watched him and he was breathing. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go back to bed.
So he was like that in the water. That someone came inside, woke you up, and said, "Do you know CPR?"
Mm-hmm.
And you got out there. So that's a long time to be face down in the water.
Yeah,
That's messed up.
Yeah.
And I can't. My brother probably
Like,
remembers who it is, but I can't remember. Who
I would have
that
thought
was.
at the same time someone was coming to get you, people would be
There
like
might have been because there
getting
was a
in the
lot
pool.
of people. Yeah, there was a lot of people there. So I think that's how, because it took multiple people to get, because he was like fully
Yeah.
clothed,
Right.
like in the pool. So he was like super heavy.
Yeah.
So I do remember that because I know
Sorry,
I didn't
keep,
lift him out
there.
at the pool. I know I didn't do that, but I do remember like the waking up part and the thinking I was gonna have to start CPR, but then like he threw up and then he started breathing and like moaning and groaning, and I'm like, nah, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was all I can remember. But I literally did not just have that memory until just this moment. I totally forgot about that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've got tons of crazy stories.
The memory is a fascinating thing.
Yeah. Well, you get clunked in the head a couple of times and then it stops working
Oh yeah, I was struck in the head many times as a child.
on purpose.
Supposedly not.
Allegedly. It was an
Yeah,
accident.
allegedly it was an act. You know who you are out there. They're
But,
not watching because they don't love me.
That's all right.
But we started, so we technically started at the Art House Cinemas, I think that's what they're called.
Yeah.
And we played some drag queen bingo and
Nice.
won 8 movie passes, a T-shirt, and a tote bag.
Yeah.
Because it was
You were
next
on
to like
fire.
nobody playing. Yeah, and
Yeah. You won twice.
I did. I won twice.
I won 0.
Because you were the only one playing?
No.
No, there was a group of us playing at one point.
Yeah.
And then like that group, I guess it was one of the dude's 40th birthday. So they were like kind of hopping around.
They were
And
doing
we
the same
actually,
thing we were. They were kind of like
Yeah.
one step ahead of us
Yeah.
after. We got there before them and they left before us, and then they were like one step ahead of us.
everywhere we went, we saw them. Yeah.
That's like that episode of Friends where they're like, what's your problem with us? You're us, 10 seconds earlier.
Oh, yeah. Like on their honeymoon trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember that episode. So we went, we like hopped around.
We got some food there. It was pretty good.
We got some delicious food.
I got a chicken and waffle slider.
Oh, yeah, at our house. And I got nachos. that were
Yeah.
super salty, but so worth it.
And then they had awesome drink specials. So
Yeah.
kudos to Jen and those guys. And unfortunately now, it's been shut down for this time. And
So we'll see you
it's
guys
like
soon.
the third time it's changed hands. We just got 8 tickets. I hope they're able to survive this.
Yeah.
They'll be like, I'm sorry, your tickets are no good.
Yeah.
But we won it at bingo.
Yeah.
And so from there we went over. Then we went over to the. We ended up over at the Bog.
Yes.
We went in there, just had a drink. We ended up hanging out in there for a little bit because then we were going to go over to Asia's place.
Which
Paradise Soul Food. Yeah, they ended up not opening up as early
because the parade got canceled.
because the parade got canceled. So they opened up at their regular time. And in there, we got funnel cake and chicken.
Yeah.
Green funnel cake and
Sounds
chicken.
good though.
It was so good.
Yeah, it was really good. So after we scarfed that down, we hopped in another Uber.
See, now I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, well, you got to watch on that. Headed over to Stalter's Cafe, and that place was fucking packed.
Yeah. And it was like off
for
the
him.
beaten track, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we know where it is. We did our 100th there. It was a great time. So we got dropped off there. We go in the front door. The place is packed.
Like squishing between
I see,
people.
yeah, like exactly the shit we shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
We, for the most part, I mean, the Bog got a little busy. When we got there, it was busy, and then it thinned out. Somebody had their dog there. It was
That
weird.
poor dog.
What kind of dog?
Boston Terrier.
Little guy.
Oh, really? Was it cool though?
Yeah, but it was.
The dog was cool, but that you can tell
It
that
was
dog was
on
like on
edge.
high alert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know, like
yeah,
when they
sure.
walk with their tail is like tucked in
Because
their...
it would shake to it, it
Yeah.
would just slide all over the floor because it was
'Cause of
like
the-
up on its nail.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
plus
Well,
like
that's
a
not
couple
cool.
of
Yeah.
times, like I
Poor
saw the
thing.
dog like licking spilt beer on the floor.
Yeah.
He was drunk.
The dog was getting a little
Great.
toasty.
And going for a skate on his nails.
But yeah,
But yeah, Mike's was packed. So we get in there. I see Jamie Callan stuff set up in the back. I know he's DJing, and so we go back there. We don't see him. I don't see Mike anywhere. So we finally work our way over to the bar, and we're trying to get noticed. There's like only one bartender working at the time. I'm like, where the hell is everyone? The place is packed. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see Jamie come out of the back, and he catches my eye, and he kind of gives his head up and wave, and he jumps right on the mic and promotes the podcast.
yes. Thanks for the shout
It was
out.
awesome.
Yeah,
so
that's
Much
cool, man.
appreciated.
and
He was
then
like, "Do you like any podcasts?"
yeah. Then he came over, said hello, and he went. And I'm like, hey, where's Stalter? And he's like, he's upstairs taking a nap.
And he deserves it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think they started partying
He
like
works hard.
7 in the
7
morning.
a.m. Yeah. So
There you go.
yeah, working hard. It was.
But he does work hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
absolutely.
And feel for Mike right now too. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what the guy does.
Yep.
He has such an awesome place. And but I saw Schofield, talked to him for a couple minutes towards the end, and I'm like, we have to get
John Schofield?
the bartender.
Oh, right.
And I'm like, we had, he's like, that was so much fun. I'm like, yeah, we had such a good time. I'm like, we'll have to do something again, this summer. Just, go over and just do a live episode.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need all the hubble-baloo that we took for that, just
Right. No,
kind of go,
just
have
go
fun.
and do it.
Like, yeah, do it on like a Friday, not a Sunday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a Friday when he doesn't have an event. And
We will be the event.
yeah, exactly. We'll have a lot of fun there. So, and from there, we eventually finally made our way back home.
Yep.
And that was our...
It was a nice day to be toasty all day.
That's good.
And
Weather was good, right?
Yeah.
It was a little cool.
Yeah, but the sun was in and out. It stayed dry. That was the most important
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, that's
If
good.
it was 2 days earlier, there might have been more people out because it was so damn nice 2 days before
right.
that.
Right.
Like it almost touched like 70 or something.
Yeah, which it's going to do again coming up.
Yeah, but raining.
What a tease.
Well, yeah, but
But then the next day it's supposed to be fucking 39.
I know. Yeah. For the high.
Hi.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Neepaw.
Yeah.
Damn weather.
Yeah, March.
I know.
I know.
So that was our no parade day recap here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, so thank you
bummers
to all
all
our
around.
Uber drivers. All of them were mad cool.
Yeah.
And we were responsible adults, not with the social distancing, but with at least not driving.
By the way,
Social distancing wasn't necessarily a thing on Saturday.
I think what also needs to be done is obviously not now, but when you should get this video and put a counter under each one of us for every time we touch our face
Oh, yeah.
during the podcast.
But you
'Cause
washed your hands.
I did, but I'm especially if I know I can't touch my face, I'm
Does it make
itchy
you
as
want- yeah.
fuck, and I just have to touch my face all the time.
That would be funny.
Scratch my
I don't know
head,
if I want to sit there and do that. That's a lot of
Scratch your
work.
balls.
It's worth it though, dude. You'll feel better once you've accomplished that task. I promise.
Well, this is like when you go like at work. If I ever have to go into a room where I have to like gown up and wear a mask and wear gloves, that's when my nose itches or my eyes
Absolutely.
itch, and I'm like, I have to you just learn to not.
Yeah, I'm masking up and gloving up at work, and I'm like, I gotta scratch my face.
Yeah. You just have to learn to ignore
Yeah,
it.
when I mask up and glove up at work here, no.
No.
Only for certain parties.
The milking
So
ones.
social distancing. Oh my
The
god.
milking ones.
Social distancing wasn't a thing until what, like Monday?
Yeah, I don't know, but
Was it that recent? It feels like it's been forever already. And
I know.
I don't mean the social distancing. I just mean like I've heard it so many times.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been hearing it for years.
Well, it's crazy. I was gonna go to the gym, and I worked on Monday, and I was gonna go, and I was like, with all the like, I'm like, I just want to go home because like work's been bananas and whatever. So I'm like, I'll just go tomorrow. And then when it was Tuesday and I was at work, I'm like, you know what? I better call them because that's when I started hearing about the whole like everything's being shut down. And I called them, and they actually answered the phone. I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's not as serious
you
as
can't get
everyone
corona
says.
over the phone.
You cannot get corona over the phone.
Facts. Not fear.
And so the guy's like, no, yeah, we're open until, regular hours, whatever. They didn't offer the kid care. So, which is like which actually was the main reason I signed up at this gym was so that I could take.
I ain't trying to work out. I'm trying to get rid of my kid.
So this fucks that like sweetheart deal we got where we got all this time for free, right?
Oh yeah, it sure does.
We're losing
Dang.
it all.
Ooh.
We're losing it all.
I think you can fight that. You can appeal.
So,
Good.
so I was like, oh, okay, so I can come over like this evening or whatever. And he's like, hang on a second. And I hear him like put his hand over the phone and whatever. And he's like, you know what? I'm sorry. We're actually closing down now.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. Well, that settles that. So
Yep.
now I'm like stress eating and I can't work out.
You can work out.
I know,
You got
but
your boogie board here.
I do.
and
I do
your
have my little toys. I
Beach
can
body
play.
fitness
App,
bingo
yeah.
TV.
Does that mean that even though I just eat constantly all the time late at night, that now I can claim it's stress eating? Like
Well,
now
I know
it's
for me it
acceptable?
is. Like I just feel
No,
like
I'm not saying it's not for you. I'm just saying, can I take advantage of that? And
Sure.
Probably.
nice. Stress eating.
Yeah, it's a thing. So I'm probably going to gain weight in the next couple weeks. They'll get used to it. That's all I got to say.
Okay, then. You can get used to it on me. I probably am not going to lose weight anytime soon. That's right, ladies. It's all here.
All for your
White
enjoyment.
boy! You'd fuck me, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my
So-
goodness. So the social distancing thing, like, I think it's going to be a problem for me. Like, it hasn't like
Well, you'll see people at work every day though.
Yeah.
it's not the same.
Oh yeah, I know.
Well, it's going to have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like band has been canceled.
Yeah, for
Like
me
this
too.
entrepreneurship training thing I signed up for has been postponed. Even like the webinars aren't happening.
Dinner with Schmucks podcast is still happening.
That's right.
Yep.
Ladies
But I
and
have
gentlemen.
you two, so all is well in my world.
Yeah. What?
that was
I don't even know.
that was a great laugh.
What?
Oh my god! I think my brain hit like my brain translated the ridiculousness of that statement.
Just sit there and think about Michael Jackson.
Oh, thank
Corona.
you. Done. Yeah. Oh my god.
The
Speaking of
Paris of
God.
northeastern Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
That was great. I kind of needed that full belly laugh.
Yeah.
That was good.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you. It's
And-
the best medicine, people.
Yeah. Laughter is the best
Yeah.
medicine.
That's why we joke about some of this
It's
shit.
better for all
Oh,
these
you have
viruses.
to joke. You have to.
Yeah,
joke.
like I mean, I say this actually all the time. I should never be taken seriously.
Yeah.
So, just keep that in mind before you get offended.
That's the one you were looking for?
No, I don't know. I was just like seeing what else I had. I forgot how many.
Oh.
Yeah,
banks
you're
I
having
made.
an off night, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
I know it's. I'm a little rusty.
But we still love you.
I'm a little rusty, especially
Oh, I'm
with
sorry.
this whole live thing.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no
I
touching?
touched you. No touchy.
You didn't touch my mouth. Or
Yeah.
my penis,
Yet.
So.
Yee.
Yet.
Yikes.
Sunrise, surprise.
All right. So there's some good Christians out there that are just enjoying ripping people off over this
Man, those people are going to burn in hell.
COVID-19.
Well, that was already a given before this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
but do tell.
Let's see. Alex Jones is in the news.
Oh, of course.
You know Alex Jones.
If he could just keep his mouth shut.
Oh my God.
That's all he has to do.
InfoWars. Look at this guy. I listened to a podcast or an episode about him, like the kind of history of his quote career, and it's bananas.
You should actually. He's been on Joe Rogan a few times, and
he was on Opie and Anthony a few times too back in the day.
Yeah.
It's a fucking nutball.
he is. But I think the two most recent times he was on Joe Rogan, which there's a big gap between them, but they're good. Like
Yeah.
you get a better insight into him as a person.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't. Is this an article to what does it say to watch or to read? This might just be
Oh, I didn't look.
yeah, it might just be like
Fail.
one of those things where they play music over something.
Oh boy.
I'll tell you what.
Read. Yeah. All right.
The first time
Good call.
Roseanne Barr was on Joe Rogan, I got a completely different perspective on her.
Like good or bad?
Well, good in the sense that yeah, she has had a messed up life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like she has
Yeah.
been through some tragic shit, and she's been on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And when did we stop cutting people some slack? I don't think she.
Well, for women, not recently.
Right. I'm one of those people. I don't think she had any malintent with what she said at all. I really don't. I think.
What did she say?
She said that lady's haircut looked like the character from Planet of the Apes.
What lady?
I don't even remember who it was, but the lady was black.
Oh.
And depending on the picture, the way it was taken, or who else was in the picture with her, and Roseanne, she even said, she was like, I thought she was Jewish. I didn't even know she was black. It wasn't a race. I was criticizing her haircut. It had nothing to do with
Race?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that one.
But because she was black and she said Planet of the Apes,
yeah.
it was a big deal. That's why that's why she got killed off on her show.
Yeah.
Oh.
But she was drunk, probably stoned. She was doing other stuff. She took Ambien, and I don't think she even really remembers this happening because she was on Ambien, and that shit's fucking.
Yeah, that's like a hypnotic. That stuff is crazy.
Yeah, people do all kinds of shit with no memory of it whatsoever. Yeah. Like, it's kind of a fucked up drug.
I
just feel like cut her some fucking slack. Yeah.
Well, I think one of the reasons she doesn't get cut slack is because she doesn't give any. And so it's like, all right, well.
Yeah, but she's also not ruining people's careers. You know? She's being a comedian.
Yeah.
And one of her
and I will
a big
say,
aspect of her comedy is being that crass.
Yeah.
Like, just say basically anything.
Well, like how her career was like almost ruined in was it the late 80s when she sang the national anthem?
Poorly.
Yeah.
Poorly.
You want to watch her sing the national anthem? That was
why
bad.
would you even pick her to do that? It's not like she's
That's
a
a
singer
joke.
or a vocalist.
Exactly.
What team was that for?
I don't remember.
Was it no?
Oh, excuse me. Smoker's cough. It's not corona, folks. It's smoker's cough.
National
Yeah.
anthem.
All right. Good gravy. 1990 Star Spangled Banner.
there you
San
go.
Diego Padres.
Oh, San Diego.
Okay. Is this a video?
No, that's a Wikipedia entry. Just click on the videos.
I did.
No, you're on images.
It says video. Oh, that video. All right, here we go. Stand back. And
You say you've had no professional training, but you've been doing this for almost 3 years.
That's still
That's
what
not
she said is
professional.
still accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't a video.
Right
it's
now?
just a audio.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
You can hear them booing her.
Yeah.
Perilous fight are the ramparts we want
Imagine if she did that in like Philly or New York. Oh, here's video.
I also don't think you should be booing the national
Someone
anthem.
singing the national anthem.
You know, these are probably the same people who were pissed at people taking a knee.
This is 30 years before
Now,
that, though.
I know. Now she does grab her crotch and spit, and that's obviously uncouth. It is her right, though. You know, all these crazy Americans talking about their rights.
What's this?
No, but all these crazy Americans talking about their rights.
What, Maya Rudolph?
And they have their rights. The reason you have your rights, give her the right to do that without persecution. They are the same.
And then, like, people took
One and the
it.
same.
People took it as
You can't have it both
as
ways.
her being disrespectful to like the national anthem.
Yeah.
And then later she said, "I was doing what all the baseball players do, grabbing my
Yeah.
crotch and spitting," and they do that.
I know it wasn't the
Not
right time.
upon
Nevertheless,
completion, the singing of the national anthem.
this has nothing to do with my judgment of whether that was quote unquote right or wrong. She has the fundamental right to do that without repercussions.
Yeah.
That right for her
The
is the
same right that
same
you
right
have to judge about it is the same right that gives people the right to do that. You don't have to like it.
No.
I don't think anybody said that she was not within her rights, though, right?
Oh no, yeah, they did.
I don't remember.
I mean, they wanted to kill her. She probably got death threats over that.
Yeah.
Like
You'll
she was
get
like
death
the
threats
most
over-
un-American
yeah.
and blah blah
God.
blah. And how dare she?
I really
and-
should stop smoking.
You really should.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I going to say? There was something else I was going to say about that, and I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't mean to get all
Yeah, you got way derailed.
There's it's in Chicago somewhere, and I took a picture of it, and then I later found out that it was not even a correct quote, but it was. I'm paraphrasing, but it's like I don't have to agree with what you say, but I will fight to the death. Or I will defend you to the death, like your right to
Your
say
right
it.
to say it, yeah.
I think it's Voltaire or something. And then I read
Sounds right.
something years ago that wasn't even what was said, but it's like chiseled in a building in Chicago.
Nice.
Like, I don't know if it's like a, oh my God, I can't remember what it was when I took that picture.
Voltron.
Voltron.
Oh, I
yeah.
loved Voltron.
Yeah. Do you want to watch Maya Rudolph?
I want to watch Voltron. Oh, no, go ahead. Play Maya
It's a hard
Rudolph.
pass. Hard pass on
Just
Voltron.
fast forward to where she is.
Ouch.
I see. Right there.
All right.
The national anthem. Please welcome Pamela Bell.
Is this on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
I don't remember this, though. It's fucking old.
Oh my God.
Schmucks.
Yeah, I just
Contest
noticed
winner.
The what? Let's blaming. Whose broad stripes and right
Oh, that's great.
Oh, the ramrods
What did you say,
Ramrods.
being watched.
Team Ramrod.
Team Ramrod.
That's a good episode title, too.
Fucking
And the
episode title.
rockets, red glare, the bombs bursting up in the air. Give a little through the night.
But night. That face.
Yeah.
B to the R to the A to the V to the E.
Oh my God.
All right, and that is how we easily get way off fucking topic here.
It's a lot of fun though, man.
I do. All right,
Yeah.
so back to.
Alex Jones.
Back to Peter's buddy Alex Jones,
My buddy.
Dr. Dieter Peters' associate.
Ouch. Not associated.
Not associated. Conspiracy theorist. Maybe you guys have that in common. And talk radio host. You were a podcast host.
In the loosest senses of those
The
words.
podcast.
So
talk
Alex
radio.
Jones is using public fears over the coronavirus outbreak to help peddle toothpaste that he falsely claims can kill the virus.
Oh, Dr. Dieter is doing that as well.
Yeah. Wait, but wasn't yours hemorrhoid cream?
Yes.
Okay.
And it works.
Put it on
And
your-
it works.
It's a suppository that kills it.
Yeah. You got to go from the ground up.
That's right. Jones told listeners on his, quote, InfoWars program Tuesday that silver-infused toothpaste being sold on his website had been verified by federal officials.
Why is InfoWars in parentheses? I mean, quotes. That's the name of the show. Like,
I didn't even know that show was still on. Verified
Well,
by
it's
federal
on his website, I think.
federal officials as a coronavirus killer, despite the Food and Drug Administration and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention saying otherwise. Quote, the patented nanosilver we have, the Pentagon has come. See, but like he wouldn't say that. He'd be like, the patented nanosilver we have, the Pentagon has come out and documented it. Homeland Security has said this stuff will kill the whole SARS corona family at point blank range.
brother.
They're still discounted despite all hell breaking loose.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. Products that contain nanosilver, also known as colloidal silver, contain actual silver particles that are suspended in a liquid, typically for antimicrobial benefits.
Clitoral silver?
No, colloidal, which is actually true because you
What'd I
use it.
say?
Clitoral.
Clitoral.
How dare you?
Yeah. But if you have to ever deal with like non-healing wounds, they do use ointment that has colloidal silver on it because it keeps germs from or bacteria and microbes from growing, so it helps the wounds heal.
Looks like I've been out-doctored.
You have been out-doctored
By Alex Jones.
by Alex Jones.
No, by our very own, the one and only
The one and only.
Yajaira.
Thank you. The FDA has previously said that colloidal silver is not safe or effective for treating any disease or condition, however. On Monday, nanosilver was on a list of products that the FDA said it had flagged along with the Federal Trade Commission as being sold as unapproved products intended to prevent or treat COVID-19. Ah, Jesus. Warning letters were issued to companies that were selling the products. One of the letters was issued to the televangelist program, the quote, The Jim Baker Show.
Oh, we got more on him.
And we got more on him, which the FDA rebuked, like how he rebukes the demons,
Yeah.
for selling a product called Silver Solution that it advertised as a cure for coronavirus. Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt on Tuesday said his office had filed a lawsuit against Jim Baker and his company Morningside Church Productions for, quote, misrepresentations about the effectiveness of Silver Solution as a treatment for 2019 novel coronavirus.
I think maybe we should try to give him a call and try to order some of that.
Schmidt's office, citing the FDA, said
As a
that
doctor, you can call
Totally.
Hell no.
and say, I believe what you're saying.
As a non-doctor,
non-practicing.
as just non-doctor, as in not a doctor, I will not be calling.
It's Jim Baker, man. It's all good.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
also who told us to pay our light bill.
That's true.
Yeah, see, they're quick. They're on top of it.
Pay your light bill.
Yeah, you can't mess with them.
Citing the FDA that, quote, currently there are no vaccines, pills, potions, or other prescriptions or over-the-counter products to treat or cure coronavirus.
Doesn't say snake
disease.
oils. That's not in there.
Ah, they forgot the snake oils. FTC chairman Joe Simons, in announcing the warnings to 7 companies, slammed solicitors like Baker who are trying to cash in on public fears, as opposed to all the other scams he does that don't try to cash into public fears. What we don't need in this situation are companies preying on consumers by promoting products with fraudulent prevention and treatment claims. These warning letters are just the first step. We're prepared to take enforcement actions against companies that continue to market this type of scam. Jones is widely known for spreading falsehoods on his program, some of which led to a defamation suit over the conspiracy theory claims he'd pushed about the 2012 school shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary. In December, a judge ordered him to pay $100,000 in legal fees. In that
Jorge
suit.
ordered him to pay.
Oh my God! I quit.
He broke me.
That's what he says.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my God!
Oh, I'm okay now. What's happening?
Nothing is happening.
Oh,
Absolutely nothing.
when's a good time for me to take a pee break?
After we talk about Jim Baker.
All right.
So
Well, it's gonna
here's,
happen.
I think this is just a little
Do you
more of
follow,
what
man?
we've already
Right on
read.
camera. Just do it behind the look. Oh, the logo's
I just
not
can't
there.
get over like how different he looks from how I remember him looking.
When you were
Like
in a
the
relationship
80s,
with him?
yeah, when he was my pimp. So like Jim Baker, I remember him being big in like the 80s. Jim and Tammy Faye Baker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we didn't have cable, so I remember watching, or not necessarily watching, but the TV would be on, and their like stuff would be on Sundays, and he did not look
Their
nothing like
stuff?
this, like their program.
Oh. Yeah, I never saw. I know those names, but I didn't know anything about it.
I just remember she had so much mascara.
Pits and pussies.
Pits and pussies.
Oh, boats and hoes, pits and pussies.
Ah, come on, fat fingers.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Fat fingers.
That's a good nickname.
That is my nickname.
I want a T-shirt that says "Fat Fingers." Can you do that for me, Chris?
Sure.
All right.
Like, this is how I remember them. These two.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was like 30 years ago.
I know,
more.
but like, look at him
1987,
now.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
with
he's
the
old.
glasses and the full beard and...
Yeah.
You see pictures of Dieter 30 years ago?
What were you, like 7, 9, 10?
30 years ago, I was 10. Yeah.
But he...
Oh, yeah, you mean back when you were hot, like on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that was
that's
Yeah.
true.
when he was 10. But
No, you were not
Yeah.
saying.
But
And
the
I'm not saying
bone, the
that
glasses.
you at 10 years old was hot. That's not what I'm trying to say.
Oh, you're freaky.
Yeah, no, it's not what. Let me clarify.
Now we're all in hot water
Yeah.
tonight.
The FBI's going to be banging on our door.
Yep.
Penis
No,
is what boys have down in front.
we are not doing that. So this is just more of the same. Missouri sues televangelist Jim Baker for selling fake coronavirus cure. Yeah, so he had a guest, his so-called natural health expert, Cheryl Selman. What the hell kind of name is that?
Cellman.
A fake name.
Yeah, falsely implied that the liquid would likely be effective. The coronavirus, impacting more than 120,000 people worldwide, does not yet have a known treatment or cure.
So this is hella old for being 120,000.
Yeah. Well, let's say it hasn't been tested on this strain of coronavirus, but it has been tested on other strains of the coronavirus, and it has been able to eliminate it within 12
Is
hours.
this the common cold?
Totally eliminate
Yes.
it, kills it, deactivates it.
Point blank, as Alex Smith would say.
Silver Solution,
Alex
quote,
Jones. Alex
has
Smith was
been-
a quarterback.
has been proven by the government that it has the ability to kill every pathogen it has ever been tested on, including SARS and HIV.
Ooh, the
Ah.
HIV.
It's the cure for AIDS. in
Four
there.
4-ounce bottles could be
Not
yours
full-blown AIDS, it's
for
the
just
HIV.
Right.
$80.
Right. Good point.
Well, that's good.
Not bad.
You want to give him a call?
Is there
Hey.
a phone number here?
Oh, I'm sure you can find Jim Baker's phone number to buy the silver.
All right.
You got that all hooked up, though?
Oh, I've been hooked up.
Oh, wow.
I'm waiting for
Well, there
phone
you go.
calls.
All
There
right.
you go.
All right, well, I'm going to go take a pee.
863-57. Well, now we're live. Like, what do we do?
Keep going.
Talk to each other?
need me.
We still do that?
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a
I'll give you a topic. What was the one about, oh, man.
I don't know.
Local politics during the Crimean War.
No, that's a bad
Nobody
one.
can see that. You want to call Jim Baker?
I guess we can call Jim Baker.
We haven't done one of these in a while. We just
Yeah.
got to look up his phone number.
Well, I guess I better do that here.
So as we take this Dieter P break, I
Yeah.
don't know if anybody's watching anymore live right now, but it's all good. Thank you for tuning in to the Dinner with Schmucks podcast.
Contact us. Let's see.
Oh yeah, no, he wants you to send him a message.
Oh, here we go. Cyber Monday sale. 888-988-1588.
All right, we're gonna wait till Dieter comes in here for this. This guy's ripping us off. We're gonna see if we can crack him. Oh, I don't want to call from there. I don't want any trace back to me. I want him to start blowing up my phone.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
Let's see. Oh boy, I can't dial. 999. All right. So this is the boring part of the podcast.
Okie dokie.
What are you doing?
Oh, just responding to some text messages.
Yeah. We're live, you know, right?
Well, then text me.
DinnerWithSchmucks.com, DinnerWithSchmucks.threadless.com. A couple places you can check out. And, yeah, please support us on Threadless. We got some
We got some cool stuff.
T-shirts, stickers. In fact, I think I should put some Moon Pigeon podcast stickers up there, too. And if you see the headband Dieter's wearing,
Yep.
we can get you some of those. Just shoot us a message, leave us a PM, DM.
Oh, who?
A PM,
A DM in the PM?
A BM in the PM, is that what it is?
Do you take your...
What's the song from Bob's Burgers? I think that's
I
one of
have
Linda's
no
songs.
idea.
It's like a BM in the PM. Or a BM in the AM. Well, that's normal.
Your classic
But send us a
morning
PM, DM, whatever, and we can get one of these fly for a white guy headbands Dieter's wearing.
You asking people to send you videos of DVDA?
What's that?
Double vag, double anal. Penetration.
How did you guys do that in unison?
Because we know what it is.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Wait, how do we do it in unison? Well, it takes practice.
Yeah. Here, let's do an elbow bump instead of high five. I just washed my hands, folks. You know what? I do need some like lotion though. They're dry and cracked.
My hands are shit dry.
I know, dude. Well, dude, all I do all day is put hand sanitizer on and wash them.
Yeah.
And they're in gloves and shit. Ugh.
Yeah, that's what my hands are.
I'm using Clorox wipes and shit, you know.
On your hands?
Well, sometimes I'll just grab one with a bare hand and wipe something down.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah. And then I wash my hands because I don't want that on my hands.
Like your penis.
Oh, my God. All right,
Yeah.
call him before I lose my
Mojo.
mojo.
Let's see if this works. Appears. Can you hear that?
Mm-mm.
You don't hear
No.
the busy signal?
No. They're out of business then.
Oh,
You got a busy signal.
yeah.
Let's see. There's-
And I just realized I changed something with this setup.
Dude,
And
you are not killing it tonight.
yeah, let's not use the phone. Nobody calls, or I'm the only one who's gonna be able to hear you.
Aw.
See, the way I had everyone plug their headphones into this, but the output was getting so soft because
Yeah.
I had like
That's what she
5
said.
headphones plugged in.
Yep.
So the phone runs right into this. I need to move the phone back down to this. Then we'll be good. So it's all good.
We're going to be fighting over these outputs like these monkeys fight over food.
Oh yeah. So this is a pretty funny video. Like when I came across it today. I mean, it's just what's going on. You know, there's
So this video's in Thailand.
yeah.
They are not effing around.
No.
It gets serious.
I wouldn't fuck with that.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
One of them's gonna pull that guy off that bike and start riding it. Grab a shovel and start. Holy shit!
Is that a person?
Food. No, those are monkeys.
No, but they tackle a person.
No.
Oh.
Someone threw food there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they ripped a baby apart.
Maybe the dingo ate your baby.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude,
Isn't
it's
it?
the end of times.
Yeah.
I do believe we're at a big transitional. I don't think it's the end of anything, but it is in the sense that it's a transition.
Like, this is crazier than when people kept thinking like 2012 because the Mayan calendar was like the
Yeah.
end of the world.
Yeah.
Nothing got this crazy. People kept saying it, and you're like, but nothing's
Because there
happening.
wasn't a pandemic.
I'll
going
pass
on
my
at the
so
moment.
everybody's home chilling with Netflix, but chilling alone probably.
Nah.
Watch
Or watching Dinner with
I don't know
Schmucks.
what platform it's on, but the movie Children of Men, which is I don't know in the past 10 years maybe it came out. I'm not
I don't know.
quite
You
sure.
were kind of talking about it earlier. And
Oh, it's dark and effed up, but I think watching it will give you like kind of a different perspective on what's going on right now in a dark way.
all right.
Yeah. Let's watch the trailer.
Classic trailers. I don't think it's that old new.
Oh. 2006. So
I can't really
14
remember
years.
when I last had any hope.
Same time
And
Maya
I certainly
Rudolph sang
can't
the
remember
national
when
anthem.
anyone else did
If
either.
you don't stop talking.
Because really, since women stopped being able to have babies, what's left to hope for?
This is
The world was
crazy.
stunned today by the death of Diego Ricardo, the youngest person on the planet. The youngest person on Earth was 18 years, 4 months, 20 days, 16 hours, and 8 minutes old.
The ultimate mystery. Why are women infertile? Some say it's genetic experiments, pollution. Why do you think we can't make babies anymore?
Doesn't matter. It's all over in 50 years. It's too late.
Move along! Move along!
Hello, Theo. Have you been? I'm
This isn't making
sorry
people
about
infertile.
theatrics.
No, I know. It's just
Police have been a
it's
pain lately.
like civilization breaking down.
I need your help. Not for me, a girl. Need to get her to the coast, past security checkpoints.
Like the whole like security state
hard
of
for
it
me to
all,
look at you.
I think could easily
I kind of
come
want
to
to watch
pass.
this.
So why did you come to me?
Oh, it's so dark.
I trust you.
But I love everyone in this.
She's hot.
The redhead?
Julianne Moore, yeah.
Yeah.
And a good actress. Oh,
Oh.
Now you know what's at stake.
I like that guy too.
Is that Clive Owen? Or Clive
What is this
something?
boat?
Can't
The
remember.
Human Project have sent a boat.
The Human Project.
Yes, the greatest minds in the world working for a new society.
Your baby is the miracle the whole world has been waiting for.
This doesn't even scratch the surface of how dark it is.
We will find a way to get you to the Human
Well, that's
Project.
not a good
I promise
trailer.
Oh, it is. I mean, she didn't give away the whole movie.
Yeah, this music is way too uplifting.
Yeah. Well, it's like it has to
We're
instill
almost there,
hope.
kid.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
You have to find out why they're playing major chords. Like,
Yeah.
huh? All right. Yeah, Clive Owen.
Yeah. Yeah, so check it out.
All right.
But I warned you.
I'm gonna put it on my list.
Yeah. It's worth it though.
You heard that, babe? It's on my list.
Whatever's on your list is
Because
on your
kiss-
list.
Your kiss is on my list. Little Hall and Oates.
Balls and
sung,
goats.
Sung terribly.
Yeah, that was pretty
With your
rough.
smoker hawk.
Oh, it's terrible. Or it's Corona.
Or it's Corona.
My.
Mm,
That's coming up.
Oh, it's just read. Sorry.
it's a read only. All right. So, distilleries using high-proof alcohol to make hand sanitizer.
This is happening here in Pennsylvania.
Wow,
Ew.
Pennsyltucky.
Pennsyltucky.
We're distilling the wrong way.
A Pennsylvania distillery owner who grew increasingly angry as he saw this.
Tripoli. I don't know where that is.
New Tripoli?
Yeah, I don't either.
I've heard of it, though.
Me too, but yeah, I don't know where it is.
All right. Who grew increasingly angry as he saw the skyrocketing price of hand sanitizer, had decided to do something about it. He's temporarily converting his operation into a production line for the suddenly hard-to-find, gooey, alcohol-based disinfectant. 8 Oaks Farm Distillery filled its first 20 bottles on Monday, a batch destined for charitable groups that need hand sanitizer but haven't been able to get it due to the coronavirus pandemic. The family-owned distillery plans to dramatically boost production this week and distribute the bottles to charities, as well as offer them at farmers markets where it sells its spirits and through its website. The price?
What farmers markets?
Whatever people decide to donate. Good for them. We wanted to do something to be as positive as possible. And Smuggler's Notch Distillery, also in Vermont, plans to launch a hand sanitizer later this week.
Smuggler's Notch.
A portion of the proceeds will be donated to Vermont's efforts to respond to the virus outbreak.
Oh, there's another one there too.
Green Mountains.
That's why it said, I'm like, also in Vermont. I'm like, it's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So there's a handful. Green
Yeah,
Mountain Distillers in Morrisville, Vermont. Durham Distillery in Durham, North Carolina. And they're using high-proof alcohol and other ingredients. Patrons must bring their own containers. And then Smuggler's Notch Distillery also
kind of
in
against
Vermont.
all of that too.
Well, yeah.
Well, I guess refilling it with hand sanitizer.
I guess. Yeah. Self-clean.
Now, if they can take out the alcohol, they're just making like lube too, right?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Which, they're
going to need with all this social distancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of an essential.
Dieter needs some lube for his Chinese toy.
So the Eight
True.
Oaks Farm Distillery is about 70 miles north of Philadelphia. So it's
Okay.
probably like around here.
It's between here and there.
Yeah.
Way to narrow it down. Stellar.
It's closer to there than here though, technically, because we're like, no, wait,
far
no, we're 100 miles, not
Yeah.
200.
Yeah.
So it's actually
closer to here.
Wow. Okay. Oh, we don't need the
Road trip. Oh.
Now look it up. Where are we going?
Yeah. Nowhere.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
I'm just thinking for our Facebook Live viewers that are just
Lehigh County.
okay,
There's nobody watching, dude.
Yeah, nobody's watching.
but they might later.
Lehigh County, huh?
All right. So
Then edit it out.
now we know
Of
that
the
there's
audio,
a
I
handful of
definitely will.
distilleries are not making no liquor because they can't sell it. They're making some hand sanitizer. But I will tell you that I have known folks that are so that have dealt with alcohol addiction that will drink hand sanitizer if they can't get alcohol. I don't know how they do it. That takes commitment.
rough.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Yep. It is what it is.
oh yeah.
That's something. That's where, like, I don't, like, I smoke cigarettes, but I don't understand addiction because,
But don't you think you are addicted, or else you would just stop?
well, I guess that then there's different levels.
Oh, I think
Because
so.
I would never go to that point.
Like pick up like half smoking cigarettes on the floor.
You
to,
ever
like,
you ever
No.
suck dick for coke?
No. No, but Bob Saget did, apparently.
Yeah, he did. I seen it. That was
It's a
good
great movie.
Oh man.
It's time for the Schmuck Files.
What am I, a schmuck on wheels?
You can look at all the stable geniuses that grace the planet we call Earth.
They're calling her a serial pooper.
Oh, the grown man that just went to the bathroom behind the bleachers.
A woman accused of DUI on a horse is speaking out.
Get the cold coffee.
Go there. I meet with my attorneys there.
Defecating on the school's track every day.
Right here on the Dinner with Schmucks podcast.
Better to be king for a night than schmuck for a lifetime.
I need a little toy saxophone.
All right. Going all the way to Sydney, Australia. Sydney, Australia.
Let that run all the way down.
I'm sorry. Dang.
Tensions flared at Woolworths Chullora around 7 o'clock this morning
I'll say.
when 3 women became involved in a toilet paper tussle.
I just want one pack. No, not one pack.
Staff rushed to aisle 11 to intervene.
Yeah, it's unfair. You need to stop. Call the police. I'm calling the police.
It's not the Thunderdome. It's not Mad Max. We don't need to do that.
It's just
Officers spoke to a 49-year-old woman who told them she'd been assaulted. No arrests have been made, but police are looking for the other 2 women.
It's just bad behaviour by people that are panicking, and there's no need for any of that panic.
Did he say white
Woolworths
people are
released
panicking?
a statement
Wild
saying,
people.
"We will
Oh.
not tolerate violence of any kind from our customers in our stores, and we are working with police who are investigating the matter."
This is a time for people to remain calm.
A time for Australians to pull together, to work together, to respect their fellow citizens.
Oh, I guess no.
Health authorities are urging people not to bulk buy, concerned the elderly and other vulnerable groups will suffer.
There's no reason to have months' worth of supplies at home. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Coles and
Unless you listen
Woolworths
to
have placed temporary limits
the
on
news.
4 packets of toilet paper per customer, which Coles says should last the average family of 4 around 12 weeks. The supermarkets say they're working closely with suppliers to restock the shelves as quickly as possible, with manufacturers increasing production to meet the unusual demand.
But with supermarket shelves still empty, customers are clearly fed up.
Just very typically Australian.
In what way?
Shameful.
Are they going to stockpile it under their house? I have no idea.
Wait till 3
Yes.
days, no got it.
Some are resorting to paper napkins as an alternative.
Yeah.
If your booty that dirty, get in the shower. That's what I say.
Yeah, I was saying we're just going to have to go back to using our hands and cleaning them off.
Yeesh.
You know, you use your left hand. That's why we traditionally shake with the right hand. That's why it's a sign of like peace and respect and
not duty.
It's also the weapon hand. So by extending that hand, you're showing that you have no weapon.
Unless you're left-handed.
Yeah, but most people are right-handed.
You're gonna get fucked by a left-handed person. You just be like, "Oh, shake your hand."
Man,
It's like shake.
I haven't gotten fucked in a long time, so you know I need
Might
some
be like,
kind of
don't
action.
threaten him with a good time.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Well, I didn't want to put anybody on blast.
The last good
but-
fucking I got was
Did
my
I have
divorce.
the wrong link in there?
Yeah.
It was. It was in our message. Saying I copy and paste so much shit anymore.
How'd you fuck up a copy paste?
You copied and pasted the wrong thing.
Yeah. What did I put back in there?
The monkeys.
Dude, you are
the monkey.
I mean, you know,
The
I know
Kentucky governor
I know
makes-
times are tough, but I think we're gonna have to let you go. It's too many mistakes.
One too many.
Yeah. Okay. It was.
They'll be like, all right, get out of my house.
So the headline reads: a coronavirus patient refused to quarantine, so deputies are surrounding his house to force him.
And this should play as a video. Yeah.
And just look at the grammar of that sentence to
Yeah.
force him to.
Yeah, you shouldn't end a sentence like
No.
that. Yeah. Kentucky.
Wow.
It's somewhere here in Nelson County that sheriff's deputies are doing something unprecedented that the governor ordered.
It's a step I hope that I never had to take, but we can't allow one person who we know has this virus to refuse to protect their neighbors.
Nelson County confirmed its
Kentucky
first case of
Capitol stole the White
coronavirus
House
Friday
sign.
night, but Governor Andy
That's it.
Beshear says
Yeah.
it's what happened next
Totally.
that made him, the local health department, and Nelson County leaders act fast.
We have had the first instance of an individual who has refused to self-isolate, and we have
Hence
taken
the
the
phrase
steps to
self-isolate.
force a isolation that will be in their home.
County leaders say the patient, a 53-year-old man, is now in quarantine in his home outside Bardstown city limits.
This is about us, not about I. And we are a community, and you need to keep the community safe.
And I'll be damned.
Family safe. So quarantine is a must. And we will, if we have to, we'll do it by force.
Judge Executive Dean Watts says the patient is now cooperating.
Yeah, because they'll probably shoot him if he comes
Regardless, the county sheriff says his deputies will be outside the patient's home for the foreseeable future.
Usually when the sheriff shows up, there's a lot more cooperation.
Meanwhile, the governor hopes this case is a reminder to others.
So be a good neighbor. Now do the right
State
thing.
Farm
That's
is there.
all we're asking
Oh, that's like a
of
good
people.
neighbor.
Yeah, but that's very like. I mean, that's putting on a smile and going like, be a good neighbor means do what you're told. And I'm not saying people again. I'm not saying
this
people
dude's
should.
sick.
I know. I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm just saying
It's how it starts.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm glad we watched that video, because it was that whole security state of everything. Like,
Yeah.
you're okay and you're not okay.
But
It's us and them, and we're going to separate those two. And the them are going to be in cages.
I think so. As someone who values their rights just as much as the next person, it goes back to that whole thing where, like, I value your rights, but I can't value the opinions of, like, anti-vaxxers because they their argument is it's body autonomy. It's, what I will and won't do to my body or to my children's body or, blah, blah, blah. But the only way that vaccinations work is with like the herd, I don't know if mentality is not the word, but the fact that all of us get immunizations,
Right.
all of us
Herd
get vaccination.
immunity.
Yeah.
Herd immunity.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to think of the greater good.
Yeah. I completely agree. Again, I don't disagree with.
But it's like you can't
With
have
that-
that same mindset towards some things and then not towards others.
Right.
Like if you are doing things for the greater good, and maybe I could get the flu and it's not going to kill me, but me carrying the flu and passing it on to someone else could potentially kill them. Therefore, I'll get the vaccination and I might still get the flu.
Yeah, the flu leads to, and again, I'm not comparing the two at all. I'm just saying the flu leads to pneumonia and death in a lot of people every year.
Right. And we have a vaccine for that.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we doing?
Its efficacy is low, isn't it?
Efficacy is low, not because they're not trying. Efficacy is low because the virus mutates.
Yeah, we can't keep up with it.
We can't keep up.
What's happening right now.
And so now we have another
Right.
strain of this virus
Mm-hmm.
that we've seen others, but we have this one's is unprecedented. It's surviving on inanimate surfaces for extended periods of time. That's also something new. It's already mutating. It's, incubation period is long. Relatively healthy people are asymptomatic, so they can theoretically pass it on, and those people can pass it on, and those people can pass it on. And that's how it spreads.
What's driving me crazy is on the news they're saying temperature of 100.4 or above. And, they're listing the symptoms, but people are testing positive with no symptoms.
Because you could be asymptomatic.
Right. And then in the same breath that they say that, they say, but you can have like varying levels of symptoms.
Yeah.
So then how can 100.4 be the minimum temperature? If your symptoms can vary, can a varied fever be lower than that and still be considered a symptom?
So you can have... So it's how do you explain this? Because I am not a doctor.
Neither am I.
your body can have an elevated temperature. You can have a quote like a low grade fever. Mm-hmm. That is your body's response. It's your immunological response to fighting an infection.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're Typhoid Mary. That doesn't mean that you have TB or the plague or whatever.
Mm-hmm. You just got the crud.
But if you're getting to those numbers greater than 100.1, 101.4. Statistically, that means you're fighting something that your body can't handle on its own. Mm-hmm. And at that point, you need to seek medical attention. And especially with this virus, if you are having respiratory symptoms, or if you are running a fever that you're not being able to bring down with like Tylenol or ibuprofen or whatever, you've tried that and it's not working, then
sense.
Please go seek help.
Didn't they say ibuprofen's bad now?
So yeah, I didn't read the article.
Came out with that?
But they were saying something about
inflammatory,
but it is an
anti-inflammatory.
It is an anti-inflammatory. But it will also. There's side effects to stuff. Like there's side effects to everything.
Yeah.
But I thought that I saw that this was lending a hand in making it worse. It's not a side effect.
Well, I doubt. I'd have to read. I'm not going to. I don't want to comment on it because I didn't read the article, so I can't make sense of it.
I didn't either. I just saw the headline. I didn't read it.
But I don't think, I take ibuprofen when my back hurts. So I probably take it once, maybe twice a week. I don't think I'm causing myself harm by doing that.
No, if you take it
but there might be people who are like, every 4
hours
hours I'm popping 4 pills.
Yeah,
and
there are lots
constantly,
of people like that.
And you're doing that for 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Yeah, maybe you are causing yourself some harm. So don't be a self-doctor. Let the professionals handle that. And if you're definitely symptomatic, if you're having respiratory symptoms, and if you're fighting a fever that you can't control, definitely seek medical attention.
Yeah, and I would just
stay away from me because I don't want to be. I just got out of the hospital.
No,
I don't need to be doing that again.
I would say, this is just my small contribution, on behalf of everyone that works in the medical field of any kind. Like, if you call your doctor or an urgent care or the hospital or even the Department of Health, be clear and specific about your symptoms. Don't underestimate them because you don't want anyone to think you might have corona, and don't exaggerate them because you're just so paranoid you'll do anything just to get a test to prove to yourself that you're negative so you can sleep at night when you're basically just lying about symptoms because you want the test.
And I think wherever you live, like your state has a health department, you can go on their website. There is a questionnaire you can take that will say if you have risk factors. So if you have a cough and you don't go nowhere and you haven't been exposed to anybody, it probably isn't coronavirus. Or COVID-19, I should say, because there's a lot of coronaviruses out there. When I was in the hospital, I tested positive for one of them. Not this one. I can't be like the cool kids. But it's just it's
she's
just
gonna get
a
flack
virus.
for that.
Yeah. Why? Because I used the lyric.
No, because you're calling sick and dead people cool kids.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Now she'll get flack for it because I pointed it out.
And I didn't even pick up on it.
That's my job.
Hashtag
That's how it always happens.
That is, yeah. Now I'm like Roseanne.
Take the focus off myself.
Time to grab your crotch and spit on the floor.
Time to grab my crotch and spit on the floor.
Do it.
Do it. I'm not doing that. But yeah, like if you don't meet the risk factors, then statistically you probably don't have what everybody is trying to avoid. And I think if you're doing everything that is being recommended, yeah, I guess we can't force everybody to stay home or not be outdoors or whatever.
But that's the tricky part. So like that's like this whole like everyone stay away thing. It's like new.
Yeah.
So like right now you don't know because it is kind of
which is
new.
why it's so important to wash your hands and not touch your face.
But if you
Which
have
I've been
it,
doing
it's
nonstop,
not
by the
gonna
way.
not. If you have it, that's not going to make you not
right,
have it.
and you can have it. You can have it.
Yeah.
I doubt you do because I don't think you have been in a situation where you would have been exposed to it. But let's just say you have it. Let's just say.
He's
then the goal, and you're young and relatively healthy, and you don't have respiratory conditions. Yada yada yada. You may fight it off yourself and never even know, and it will come and go on its own.
Like just poop it out.
You would poop it out.
I do like pooping the disease out.
Yeah. You would poop the disease out.
It's nice to do
I
that.
could put some silver ointment in your butt.
There you go.
But the
Just
point...
silver butt plug will work.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
And it will...
Isn't that up there already?
But isn't that like for werewolves? Or
that's a
vampires?
silver bullet.
Whatever.
And that's a wooden stake. You are really down on your monster stuff.
I am not good
Speaking of which, at the risk of, I don't know,
alienating monsters?
No. Do you think like
all monsters matter?
The zero people listening are like, fuck, this is all that's on the news. Should we just talk about funny stuff?
Oh, that's true.
Well, that's what we're trying. I mean, so we have.
No, I know. I got kind of heavy too, and
we've definitely gotten into it.
So that's our public service announcement.
Yeah. But like I said, I should never be taken seriously.
Yeah, me neither.
Ever.
I wouldn't say ever.
Don't wash your hands.
Some good point.
Don't wash your hands.
But our public service announcement is keep your hands clean.
Yeah.
And then
get 'em
don't
off your
take it
face,
seriously.
And don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
Which so
fooled you.
But speaking of people who don't take things seriously, and we don't take this guy seriously ever.
Nerp.
With the Chinese government and working closely together on the coronavirus outbreak in China. My administration will take all necessary steps to safeguard our citizens from this threat. Now, the virus that we're talking about having
February
to do,
10th.
a lot of people think that goes away in April with the heat. Because of all we've done, the risk
of February
to the American people remains very low. People die from the flu. And this is very unusual. And it is a little bit different, but in some ways it's easier, and in some ways it's a little bit tougher. But we have it so well under control. I mean, view this the same as the flu. When somebody sneezes, I mean, I try and bail out as much as possible. It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle.
The next day.
Disappear. And from our shores, it could get worse before it gets better. It could maybe go away. We'll see what happens. Nobody really knows. The fact is, the greatest experts, I've spoken to them all, nobody really knows. We're ordering a lot of supplies. We're ordering a lot of medical elements that, frankly, we wouldn't be ordering unless it was something like this. But we're ordering a lot of different elements of medical. Now the Democrats
later on that day
politicizing the coronavirus. And this is their new hoax. If you're healthy,
the day after,
you will probably Go through a process and you'll be fine. You take a solid flu vaccine, you don't think that would have an impact or much of an impact on corona?
No.
No, he's asking the question, when is it going to be deployable? And that is going to be at the earliest a year to a year and a half, no matter how fast you go.
You think that's right?
That's correct.
That's what he said, asshole.
Well, I think treatment in many ways might be more exciting.
If, we have
2 days
thousands
later.
or hundreds of thousands of people that get better just by, sitting around and even going to work. Some of them go to work, but they get better.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesus.
So.
And that's the guy who's in charge of this country. God.
And that's only a fraction.
Oh, yeah. There was more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, spring break.
Taking it over to Florida. Where they
excellent.
This is
hashtag live their lives. Look at this.
a lot of people. So if you think that the beaches, are being impacted here by coronavirus, by COVID-19, and by the new cases that are emerging here in Florida, this is Clearwater Beach here, everybody.
That looks like Clearwater.
And one of the questions that we were asked here earlier was whether or not the beaches were going to be impacted by what's going on here with coronavirus in the state of Florida. By the looks of it, this looks to be a pretty busy day here at the beaches. A lot of people here in the water. We know that Miami Beach and Fort Lauderdale Beach and some others in South Florida have closed. The Tampa Bay area beaches are not closed. I'm going to see if we can perhaps get Eagle 8 HD to kind of stay here and
zoom in on some
over Clearwater Beach for a little bit and continue to kind of bring us some new areas.
Hot ladies.
Because this is a packed scene here at the beaches again in Clearwater.
I've been to Clearwater Beach many times. This is not that
live
many.
look here from Eagle 8 HD showing
I mean,
just
there's a
how many
handful of people,
people
but
are
I've
flocking
seen
to the beaches.
Yeah.
way
So
worse.
listen, a lot of people are on spring break, or a lot of people are taking. Had vacations planned. We also have a lot of people schools that are not in session here.
Unending spring break.
Yeah. They're just out there living their lives. I mean, if they're like 6 feet away from each other,
Yeah.
But they weren't.
well,
The salt water just kills that right out.
yeah, salt water is actually more effective than silver. True story.
Who knew?
I don't know.
Okay, Alex Jones. Alexis Jones.
Alexis Jones. That's Mrs. Alexis Jones to you. Or it's Alexis Juanes or something. No, that didn't.
Alexis Jorge.
Jorge
decreed.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, it is that time of the show.
It is that time.
For our
I
Dr.
feel like you need
Dieter,
like
Peter, and
a
friends.
theme song.
Yeah, we'll get something. The
Where's
doctor.
my, Dita?
Oh, hold on.
Damn, dude.
Jeez.
I didn't think of that. That was all you.
Fired.
I'm your host, Pieter, and I'm as happy as a little girl.
You're just the executive producer.
So it's Dr. Dieter, Peter, and friends.
In the morning. Special.
Is this like the first one or second one?
This is a second
Second
WNEP Talkback 16 segment of the week.
And you
what do we
wouldn't-
got, Dr. Dieter, Peter?
Well,
and
you
friends?
wouldn't think it could be worse than the first, but it is.
Second verse, same. Oh, that's the same.
Second verse, same as the first.
This was I heard this the other night, and I was like, oh, that's a good one. And I listened to a few today and picked this one.
All right.
Good setup, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now we just gotta wait for the internet to catch up with us.
Oh, lovely. Or
So
sound.
Talkback 16. We start with a caller who thinks Americans dropped the ball.
Of course, it's Corona.
I think if people would stay at home when there's a plague like this, rather than going to these foreign countries and bringing it back, and keep the foreigners out when there's a trouble like this, would be a good thing. But now we're affected, the whole United States.
I know people are going to complain about all the basketball games being canceled, but it's better to be safe than sorry. There's always next year.
They're shutting down everything around to stop the spread of the coronavirus.
She's from Pittston.
Why aren't they shutting down the casinos? That is the most germs that you can have in this United States.
I think they should start testing the truck drivers too for this virus. Because maybe them truck drivers are transferring the virus from state to state.
To the people and those who are diagnosed suffering from the coronavirus,
I hope that you're all doing well and you get well soon. May God bless all of you and protect you.
Hooray! Spring is officially here.
And this lady's just
I saw a garter snake in my backyard. On the bright side today, the sun is shining, the geese are going over, they're coming north, crocus are coming up, tulips are blooming. It's such a nice day today. This is like on a positive note. Like, let's have positive thoughts. Thank you.
That's a great call. There is a lot of positivity.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
You guys never disappoint. Thank you, Dr. Peter and friends.
Well, you know what fascinates me are the accents of Northeast PA.
Yeah,
you know what? You're
a
right.
lot of them.
For such a, I don't want to say small area, but like for a concentrated area where the population isn't huge, people do sound different.
Yeah. And they're weird.
Well, that first one was from Lock Haven. I didn't even know Lock Haven is in the broadcast area.
Apparently it is.
It must be like on the outer edge of like their central Pennsylvania newsroom.
Yeah.
And that's why you kind of had that almost Pittsburgh, that Western Pennsylvania accent.
Yeah.
I said to her one day, I go, the thing around here is you're somewhere and you meet like a good looking girl and then she opens her mouth and says something and you hear that Scranton accent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Mm-hmm. Although I'll tell you, when I lived in the city, man, I would see some hot chicks and some of the like those deep Brooklyn accents. Like I killed it.
Boston,
or like a Staten Island accent. Sorry if I'm offending you. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, but Boston is a rough one.
Boston.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're like, you meet somebody who lived in Boston and now they live somewhere else, a little different. When you're like at a bar, like in the thick of it.
They're in their element.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like I have
Smart
an accent. Smart pack.
Yeah.
No, you just get hood when you're around like talking to Lisa.
That's true. I do get a little hood.
See, I never thought I had an accent, but when I moved away from here, I was told I did.
Yeah, I think the only thing I was ever like when I first moved to Florida from California, I did talk like I still had that Valley Girl thing, and they finally beat it out of me. But I never picked up. I never picked up like the Southern thing. Like I don't say y'all.
No.
There's a couple other things that are like kind of.
Well, because Florida's full of so many Northerners too. It's
but like it's vernacular there to say y'all. And
but those are people that like they actually
locals.
grew up there.
Yeah.
Or are
so they're like a
trying
little Southern.
too hard.
Yeah. Or they're from somewhere else in the South.
Yeah.
You know.
Or they're trying too hard.
And but the one thing I did, and I still do sometimes, is they say I talk too fast, and that's I think is another West Coast thing.
That's also a Northeast thing too.
Yeah.
So
you fit right in here.
Yeah.
Because I was told that down there too, like in meetings, like you talk too fast, like people can't keep. I'm like, that's how you talk.
Yeah.
Normal.
Yeah,
places.
I've heard that a lot too. No, and also like just the use of like swearing in just your everyday language.
Yeah, you folks here swear a lot.
Yeah.
You guys cuss a lot.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah, no, when I moved to Vegas, everyone told me that, and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Like seriously,
fuck, bro.
Yeah, that's just how I talk. You want to hear me really start swearing?
No, listen, I hear people cussing every day where I work, and I'm always like, "You said what?"
Yep.
See, you never spent any time around my office down there because, of course, there's a lot of us that were all Northeasterners, and that's why we all curse so much. But I think it kind of spread like wildfire throughout the building.
Yeah. Well, and I've gotten worse after living in the city. You know,
people always seem like super stressed in the city.
Yeah.
And I mean, like a couple of times I've been in the city just like walking around, and I was like, everyone's in a rush. Like you just feel that energy. Like everyone's in a rush,
everyone talks
and
fast.
It's probably why you talk fast and you walk fast and you're always late.
Oh my God, people that can't walk in New York fucking drive me bananas.
I could see it. I could see how it drive nuts. And like that one time that we were in Boston, they don't walk quite as fast, but there's a lot of walking in Boston, and but they don't seem to be as like pent up the way New Yorkers are. Anyway, just observations.
Yeah,
whatever.
No, New York's a crazy place, man. I love it, but
I don't think I could live there, but it's cool to hang out.
Yeah, I loved living there, but I'm cool now.
Yep.
You know.
Strange cover of the week. Yes.
So bringing something back.
Bringing something. Strange cover of the week. All right.
Dieter brought this to us as well. Dr. Dieter.
Dr. Dieter, Pieter, and friends.
Finding some funny music for us.
Little nugget.
To start to wrap.
Enjoy.
Coronavirus? Yeah, hysteria,
I love this
miseducation,
guy.
racism.
Great.
Nobody understands how to cough right.
It's so hot right now. Let's go to China and shoot a video.
What the hell are you talking
Dude,
about?
let's go. Everyone's going the other way.
I think you need to pump the brakes, Tom.
Tickets are going to be so cheap, my bro. They're so cheap.
Ooh, my little Wuhan one, viral one. Come and pick and just my lungs. Ay, corona, zoonotic transmission. Where's it from? Bats or civet cats, who knows? Why, corona, when's it gonna stop? Fever, cough, wash your dirty hands. Why I ever stop? In Dubai, for vacation, man. Why, achoo! My corona.
Good N95 he's got there.
No.
That's an N95.
Don't you come
It's an old one.
No closer, bruh, unless you got an N95. Corona, got
Well, they must make them differently.
I have some like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
my eyes, corona.
We have like green ones too that are shaped a little different.
Such a dirty boat, but why you hoarding
And there's like the duckbill one.
in Alaska, the way I know. My corona.
The drummer would.
Yeah.
My corona.
Tom, I learned a lot about this virus. I'm glad we came to China. You know, you got to wash your hands, cover your cough, don't eat feases. You know, it's really transmissible.
I learned a lot too. I learned you can get a whole civet cat in the Wuhan meat market for 17 yuan. I also fell in love with an Asian lady playing
When's it gonna get to me? Get to me. You killed the doctor, called you out.
Yep.
Internet conspiracy. COVID-19. Is it just a pack of communist lies? Corona. Never gonna stop. Media. Such a dirty game, cause no one gets a shot for the flu. But it's just as lame. My corona. Can I have a lime? My corona. It's time, corona.
Aren't you glad we decided to go to China, my bro?
Absolutely not. This is the epicenter. You're really going to get infected without a mask.
Nah, man, I'm a white American. Nothing bad ever happens to us, you know? Oh, feels so good.
Look at the guy in the background.
Yeah, racist.
Dude, coronavirus. It's so hot right now. We need I can't get coronavirus, man. It's because I'm white. My hubris doomed me.
That's the first documented death by racism. Never forget.
No, not really.
That's not true.
We've never had a blooper reel at the end of our cover of the week.
Yeah.
Really?
Aren't you glad we came to China, Z? I love this open air meat market.
No, not at all.
Yeah, listen, I learned a lot too. I grew a lot, changed, you know, had some emotional epiphanies, fell in love with the strange Chinese woman from Game of Thrones.
Strange cover of the week. Strange cover of the week.
Beautiful.
I love this guy. I think he's out of Vegas.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, you probably.
Yeah, you
worked
probably
with
knew him. Dr. Dieter, Pieter.
Certainly did not. I was not fortunate.
Is he getting to know?
Did not have
Dieter?
the honor.
Oh, you know, I just realized too. I never filled out the back half of this, but that's okay. There's nothing to fill out.
That's what she said.
Nah.
That's what he said.
So we'll talk to this in here in a second. Yeah. So I think we're gonna start to get this.
Rizzy wrapped up.
Yeah, this guy wrapped up.
Yeah.
here.
Well, you've got that up on the
whack.
screen. You should explain that that's no longer the case.
Yeah, it's really small.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we due to all of this and our social distancing and really kind of
Doing our part to keep the community safe.
We are rescheduling some future guests that we've had. So unfortunately, our first reschedule here, we were supposed to have CJ Supreme in next week. So we're pushing him out right now, maybe May. We'll see.
Yeah.
Once this kind of clears, especially Pike, Lackawanna, these areas here.
Wayne,
yeah. Where we pull our people in and from some of the Jersey places, we'll start to get this artist interview series back on the road.
Back and running, yeah.
So,
I don't know. We can maybe our millions of fans out there can vote. I could always bring my horn and I could be an artist interview. I have no original content for you, but
yeah.
Can you play George Michael's "Careless Whisper"?
And it's just I'll do it for $100.
Done.
Okay.
Well, there you go, man. You just do it, and we accept tips, man.
Yeah.
We should do a telethon.
For me?
Yes!
For anyone.
We'll do it for the coronavirus.
Let's raise money for
It'll be like Michael Scott's rabies awareness race for the cure.
Yeah, but here we're just gonna and you could come in, you could play your saxophone and see if you can raise some money.
Yeah.
I can show people how I pick nail polish off my fingers.
I could show people my tits.
Excuse me.
That'll make money. I was going to say the other way. I'll probably end up owing people money.
Yeah, they'll probably pay me money to put my clothes back on. Yeah, and they'll be like, "I'll give you $20. Put your shirt back on, please."
Anyway, again, I derailed you. That's my job. But
I'm just
mission accomplished.
We could have some fun. We have cameras.
Oh my god.
Threesome.
So
there you go.
And I know the coronavirus. We'll use condoms.
We'll
fine.
use gloves.
Yeah.
And we'll wear gloves and have hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and use
doubles
hands.
as lube.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get it from that distillery.
Yeah.
Oh
get drunk while you fuck.
Yeah.
Jeez. And isn't that how it works? Or you get drunk before?
Well, like the weed lube, though, you get like.
Oh, you're supposed to get high, yeah.
But it's weed, but it's like CBD. It's not. I don't know if there was THC. I can't remember if there was THC in it or not.
I have no memory.
Anyway, that's back.
Does it really matter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Because if you're
once you're fucking, who gives a fuck?
It's the after.
The afterglow?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Why don't you just get high then?
It's like I punched a wall. Like, see how raw my knuckles are?
Yeah, and he just happened to walk into the door by accident. Yeah, we've heard the story a million times, Yajaira.
Listen,
it's like
if you just wouldn't make me so mad, none of this would happen.
Not a happy household around here these days.
Yeah, it's really your fault, Chris.
Yeah.
You make her do that.
How she portrays it half the time on the show.
Yeah. No murder threats tonight.
You spin a lot of
not
things around
on
me.
camera. I heard one earlier,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
She didn't threaten on a Facebook Live.
Yeah, well, that's a first because there's plenty of those out there too. You can go back and watch old Facebook Live episodes.
Yeah.
Why would you even say that?
To go back and watch old Facebook Live episodes?
Yeah, just specifically.
Now she's gonna have to kill you.
What? No, because they're
sleep with one eye open, son.
Facebook Live episodes. just saying.
Look at him getting all upset. He's scared.
Why you got ants in your pants?
Look at his body language change. Like, all right, let's wrap this up.
I said wrap it up 10 minutes ago.
I'm just gonna leave the Facebook Live on though, so you can all check to see if I'm still alive. We'll call it Facebook Alive ?
Yeah.
Facebook Alive.
Mm-hmm. Question mark.
So no guests for the next couple of weeks.
Except for me.
Let's beat
you're
this
not a
thing.
Guest, man.
Your family, man.
I know, I'm joking.
And we'll figure out, man, if we have to remote you, we can remote you. I don't know. I said we should just do a lot of podcasts and just so we're all booked up.
Yeah, as long as it's not a problem getting here and back, or even there's still, honestly, the flu is still around.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily want to bring the flu over here.
Yeah, but don't catch it.
Or catch it from you.
The flu?
Like, no.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's possible.
Well, yeah, anything's possible.
I could catch it, yeah.
Well, yeah, but with or without the corona, you could have caught the flu.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
And I'm saying if I had the bad flu,
you wouldn't come. Yeah.
I'd stay home.
You're very responsible. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, you
I'm
miss
not very
episodes like that.
That I would do. Yeah.
Lisa used to miss episodes because she was still drunk.
Yeah. That's how responsible she was.
Nice.
So, all right.
Hashtag day drinking.
We got plugs.
Well, for Christ's sake!
So our plugs, dinnerwithschmucks.com, dinnerwithschmucks.threadless.com. Again, Threadless is doing a solid for everyone with their artist shops. And during this, through May 31st. So go out and get some great Dinner with Schmucks products. And you are supporting us, especially the half that has a self-business. highstickcreative.com.
Yeah. There you go.
All my clients are sports related.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that are struggling right now. And for the foreseeable future. And
restaurant work, that's what, we say, we've been eating out a lot, but, we're doing the dashing and, or pick up whatever, and we see delivery, you're supporting some people by giving them tips. And
you know what I had pointed out to me earlier today, which I think is valid and worth saying, like I've seen people say, remember that, it wasn't McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King that gave out, meals for kids that didn't get it from school. It was your local businesses. But those are franchises. They are owned by local people. Yeah. So you should still support them. I know a big cut of that goes to the conglomerate that is McDonald's, but and even just the people that work there. They're
I will say
making not great money and working hard and doing the best they can. Like, Jesus Christ, wherever you are, it's full of local people.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Somebody I used to work with who grew up in this area and grew up specifically in Clark Summit and used to work, I don't know if it was at this McDonald's, but the guy who owns
he owns
like a handful of these McDonald's like around this area, like here, Kaiser Avenue, and that's the office. It's down at the bottom of like State Street down here.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, that McDonald's office is at.
Oh.
So, and I will say, like, they do so much for like the kids. Like, they always have like characters in all the time.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, even though Raymond's
too many freckles.
Even though Raymond's terrified, but like we take him to see like Paw Patrol
that's
guys,
good for him.
or they have like Peppa the Pig, and they do them in like all the little
They're like meet and greets.
Yeah.
So it's like going to Disney and. It's like that idea of like going to see like your favorite character, except for you don't have to do like a 90-minute drive to Orlando and deal with the heat and wait
or a 3.5 hour flight.
Oh yeah, I forgot we can't drive there anymore.
Yeah,
but yeah.
But
I hope one day he appreciates like those experiences because right now they're just terrifying and traumatic.
No, he will.
And to the other point, I mean, a lot of those local guys, a lot of them are whether they might just be closing their doors because they may only have a couple people. But a lot of people just don't simply want to go out, and those other places do because and not that these other guys can't, but in like an area up by Lake Wampaupack, they don't really have the whole DoorDash, Grubhub type thing.
No, I wasn't even talking necessarily about that.
But that's how but around here it's very convenient because and DoorDash will do like no contact deliveries now.
Yeah.
Where they'll leave it for you.
Yeah.
So
which is cool.
Yeah. So they're really trying out.
Makes it really easy to steal people's food. I'm eating good.
I count my fries, so I'm just one of those people. Don't you dare.
Rightly so.
Teachers are going to start following cars home from McDonald's. Now it's a DoorDasher just dropping food off.
Yeah, dude. The times are tough,
Yeah.
So, I don't know how we got to there. As usual, highstickcreative.com. You got some DieterWinterly.com over here.
I got nothing happening, dude.
Well,
no, ain't nothing coming down.
But maybe, man, you should do like a.
I should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Vince. The little face, you can do like multiple FaceTime on the same FaceTime now. And if you could do that.
I just feel like I've never tried it, but I feel like even just like, you mean to play?
Yeah.
I feel like the delay would fuck it up.
The latency?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You have to try. Yeah, you have to try it and figure it out. I'm not sure. So, all right. And you have anything to plug over here? You want to plug?
I surely don't.
Surely don't. Don't call me Shirley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked a hell of a day to stop doing crystal meth. Airplane.
Yeah. Don't call me Shirley.
Yeah. And Larry's getting larger.
All right. With that said, we're going to say goodnight to our Facebook Live watchers. Our watchers on Facebook now and forever in peace.
I bet there are none.
Weird. Well, it's fine. Again, they can watch them later.
True.
You never know what we might do. We might do something.
You're right.
There's always something to do.
That's for sure.
Or someone.
If only.
In this crisis.
In this economy.
That's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we'll talk to you guys next week. This episode for you guys watching on Facebook will be out Monday. I don't know what Monday is. 24th. Monday the 24th.
23rd, I believe.
Whatever day we were supposed to have CJ Supreme here.
23rd.
All right, the 23rd. Yeah,
You heard it here.
Monday the 23rd.
All right, and until then,
later.
Good night,
Stay safe.
Schmuckaroos.
Have fun. Be cool.
Wash your hands.
Namaste, you guys.
Bon appetit, Wolfgang Schmucks.
This has been another episode of the Dinner with Schmucks podcast. If you like what you heard, you can find us on social media, facebook.com/dinnerwithschmucks. We are Dinner with Schmucks on Instagram and at DWS Podcast on Twitter. If you want to connect with us old school, you can send us an email, dinnerwithschmucks@gmail.com. We may even give you our mailing address. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and review on iTunes. Oh, and make sure you tell a friend. Until next time.